Hi, so today I'm going to be doing a functional warm-up. So I do different variations of this type of warm-up all the time. I do them for golf rounds and aerial workouts, functional strength training, and even stuff like stretching. But it really just gets my body nice and warmed up, helping prevent injuries, getting full range of motion through my body, really starting to engage my core and getting my muscles prepared to work. So I'm just going to get right into it. Bringing my knees up and crossing my elbow to my knee. So each exercise will probably be within 30 seconds to a minute long, but I might not keep exact track. So this is just starting to start to bring my heart rate up and engage my core muscles, and starting with a rotation, because a lot of the functional workouts I do or movements I do are going to deal with rotation. And then I'm going to lift my leg to the back and squeeze, lift to the back and squeeze. So just working on being very balanced here, centered, both hips facing forward, not turning out my leg, and engaging my glute muscle here, squeezing and engaging, and feeling my lower back warming up too. And then from here, I'm just going to start to rotate side to side, starting to get my upper back warm and loose. And then my feet are a little bit more than shoulder width apart here, and I'm going to reach up and over my head, down, and just going side to side here, really reaching your fingertips out, pulling your belly button into your spine as much as you can. You might even look up towards your arm. But this should feel really good along your side. And just going to where you feel a stretch, not to where it's painful. And you're gonna hold it over on the side here. Breathing in and out, you're gonna bring your arm forward and then back and open it up. Forward and back and open it up. So getting some shoulder mobility here and upper back mobility. And then we're going to switch to the other side after this one and switch up and over to the front, to the back. Getting that shoulder nice and open. And one more. Now we're going to do a flat back, so T arms, so flat back. And I'm kind of put more of my weight in the balls of my feet than back in my heels. And you can put a slight bend in your knee if you want to. My legs are gonna be straight. And then I'm gonna come down and roll up. And again, your T, belly button in nice and tight. Come down, roll all the way up. If you want more of a challenge, then you can put your arms up over your head, belly button in, really reaching out above your head, down, all the way up. We're gonna do 2 more of these. Really reaching out, down, roll it up, last time. And then we're gonna go into a downward facing dog from here. So just go ahead and pedal out your heels. And I'm going to open up my shoulders here too and press my hips back. So from here I'm going to go to a plank position, belly button in tight. I'm going to do 1 push-up, so elbows along my side. Then I'm going to come all the way down, and I'm going to push up into upward facing dog. If this is too much of a stretch, you can always go into cobra right here. Pulling forward, you can open up your head. And we're going to do the same thing a couple more times through. So back to downward facing dog, plank, push up, and then upward facing dog. 2 more times through. Downward facing dog, push back, plank, push up, upward facing dog. One more time through, downward facing dog. Into your plank, push up, upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog again. And then from here, I am going to lift one leg up towards the ceiling, and I'm just going to pulse this leg up. So you don't have to have the leg high, it can be here too, whatever feels good. Just really try to drive that bottom leg, bottom heel down towards the ground, lifting up, squeezing, engaging your glute muscles, opening up your shoulders, breathing, and then I'm going to bend that knee and try to twist and open up my hip flexor. And then other side, pulsing. Breathing in and out. Try to keep that top leg straight. Using your glute muscle, opening up your shoulders, breathing, and bend that leg. Open up your hip flexor. And then coming down, you can kind of take a second, take some weight off your hands. Coming back here. You're gonna come up, and we're gonna do cat and cow, so looking up towards the ceiling, and then chin comes to your chest, push away from the ground, separate your shoulder blades, and then breathe in and look up. Breathe out. Chin comes to your chest. Breathe in and look up. Breathe out, push away. One last time, breathe in and look up. Breathe out. And then up to a plank. And I'm going to bring my knee to my elbow 20 times. Halfway there. And down. We're going to come all the way down to the ground. Hands go out to the side here. Make a T with your arms. You're going to bend one leg, and you're just going to push and rotate to the side. Should feel nice stretch in your lower back. Nice twisting stretch and other side. And switch again. Kind of use that opposite arm to help you stretch through. So I'm kind of just moving through this stretch, nice and slow. And one more time. And then from here, I'm going to flip all the way over onto my back. One knee goes into my chest here. I'm going to hold on to the back of that thigh. You can extend your leg, you can bring it here, whatever feels good to you. And I'm going to bring that leg up towards the ceiling. I'm going to try to straighten out my knee as much as I can. So if you need to, you can bring your leg down here. And I'm just going to press against my hands, push against my hands, and then relax. I'm going to just do that 3 times. Push against my hands, push, 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 and then relax. And again, push, and relax. I'm going to cross my ankle over my knee, and grabbing underneath my thigh, bring it in. So kind of opening up my hip and my glute here. The leg that's on top here, I'm going to continue to bend into my chest, and I'm going to turn over and look in the opposite direction. So great back stretch. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. As you stretch, your knee doesn't have to come down to the ground. And then come back center. We're going to switch sides. Other knee comes in. Again, you can bend, straighten, whatever feels good to you. Bring that leg up towards the ceiling. 3 times and push against. If you want to, you can bend your leg too. And then relax. And then push against. And relax. And one more time, push against. And relax. And bring my ankle over my knee. Feel a nice glute hip stretch here. Breathe in and out. Now I'm going to take that top leg, I'm going to bend it, continue bending it. I'm going to take it over towards the ground, keeping my shoulders on the ground, and look in the opposite direction, breathing. And this is our last stretch here. Breathing in and out. And rock it up a few times. And great job dynamically warming up. So now if you'd like to, you can get into, more stretching. If you'd like to get into another workout, you're more than welcome to. But hopefully your body feels good and ready to go.